I'm a recovering overdoer, and I've had a chronic head pain, that can't really call it anything else for years, and it's come and gone. I've tried all sorts of different things, and at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with me. It's stress, tension, all those kinds of things. And so, there's a little bit of structural stuff going on, but at the end of the day, I have realized that I need to be my own healer. I've been a healer for so many other people in the world, and now I need to be a healer for myself. And the clearest message that I keep getting is just to stop. It's also a time of midlife where it's a massive transition and going through a really big rite of passage into the wisdom years. And again, something that I've assisted other people to do, and now it's real time for me. And so I wanted to do a little series of how I am learning to do less and live more. The biggest lesson for me in my life at this stage, particularly at this transitionary stage, is how to really live life. And a lot of that has to do with actually relaxing and slowing down. For a lot of my life, for the first part of my life, I was a high achiever and like to get the most out of every moment. And so letting go of that idea of having to do it all is a big shift. And there's a lot that I'll have to share about that. But the practicalities are doing less, because the less that I have to do of the things that are imposed upon me, whether it be internally by my own ridiculous ideals of who I'm supposed to be, or culturally, of things like having a clean home, having what it means to have a successful business, what it means to, be at every event, to look perfect, all those pressures that we have, and which ones can we let go of? So anyway, number one, having a messy home. And I never thought I'd be the kind of person who wanted or needed to have a perfect home. My home certainly isn't perfect because it needs to have a massive renovation. Our plan is to knock it down basically and start again. And in the meantime, I've noticed that it's become such a big deal to keep it clean and tidy. And those of you with little kids will know how hard that is. And my standards of tidy are far less than many people. My mum and my sister basically think that I'm a real mess, but a lot of my friends think that I try and keep things perfect. I know for me that I find myself valuing having a tidy, clean home over playing with my son or having a cup of tea with a mate. Sometimes I feel like that all has to be done first. And the excuse that I hear so many women or people say, myself included, is I just can't relax if my house is a mess. So I want to just stop and think about that. Look at that statement. I can't relax if my house is a mess. Well, that's bloody shit, because houses get messy. That means we can't relax. Like, it's unacceptable for me. So I've started to look at, well, what am I doing, or what am I missing out on by having to have my house tidy and perfect? And this morning was a really great example, because hang on, let me show you my house. Hang on, I'll tell you this first and then I'll show you my house. Today was a really great example because my son just wanted to play with me, but I've got a messy house right now. Like, I really do, and I need to get out of here. I've got a lot to get done today. And so in the back of my mind is, no, just play on your own. No, I can't do that now. No, don't get in my way. I'm like, dude, what the hell am I talking about? Like, honestly, is having my house tidy and clean before I leave for the day that important? Now, I have people come over all the time. We're a bit of a halfway house. People are coming in and out of the door constantly. And so also in the back of my mind is, but, I want it to be tidy before so-and-so comes over. You know what? Bullshit. And it's much easier to call bullshit on it than to actually go with that. But I'm going with it. And so instead I sat with my son, and what did he do? Oh, he tied the bloody strings to my tracksuit, to the strings of his tracksuits while I was doing his hair. And normally I'd be like, don't do that, quick, I gotta go. And I was like, whatever. And then we were tied together, walking around the house, tied together. It was ridiculous. And then he helped me stretch my back, and he told me a story. It was hilarious. And then he put on some beautiful music. It was just so nice. And so now my house is a mess and I need to leave soon. But check it out. I don't know,